When we're struggling with mental health issues, we can end up dealing with so many different compulsions, inside of our heads and outside of our heads, focused on ourselves or other people, trying to avoid some feelings, trying to chase after other feelings. Although it can seem like an endless list that varies uniquely between each person, I find that it's useful to group them as coping, checking, and controlling compulsions. And we engage in those coping, checking, and controlling compulsions because of our desire to get rid of or control uncertainty, anxiety, and other feelings we don't like. That uncertainty and the other feelings we don't like are created by our judgments. Judgments of internal and external experiences we see as incongruent or misaligned with our beliefs about ourselves and the world around us. Let's recap that, but this time starting from the beliefs. So you hold a particular belief, you then experience something internally or externally. You judge that experience as being incongruous or in conflict with your belief. That judgment creates uncertainty, anxiety, and other feelings you don't like. You desire getting rid of those feelings or controlling them, and you react to that desire by engaging in coping, checking, and controlling compulsions. But those coping, checking, and controlling compulsions only cause more of the experiences and feelings you were trying to get rid of, which leads to more compulsions over and over again, even as the compulsions become less and less effective. Let's look at this in action. So here's a guy named Joe. He believes it's bad to feel embarrassed, and if he does embarrassing things, that people won't like him, and he'll have no friends, and he'll be rejected, and he'll die alone. One day, Joe meets somebody that mocks him for not wearing pants. He starts to judge himself and feel embarrassed about that. He wants to get rid of that feeling of embarrassment, so he starts engaging in compulsions, ruminating to try to be certain about what he did, checking what others are doing and saying to see what they think about him, trying to control what others think by lying or putting the blame on somebody else. But those compulsions only create more of the experiences and feelings that Joe was trying to control. That makes him feel anxious. But he believes anxiety is bad and he shouldn't feel anxiety. Joe wants that feeling of anxiety to go away, so he engages in even more of those coping, checking, and controlling compulsions. But no matter what compulsions he tries, even if it provides short-term relief, over the long term, it will only create more of the experiences and feelings he's trying to get rid of, and he'll waste his life in a never-ending attempt to avoid life. Cutting out compulsions is great, but it's a small component of a much bigger system. If you cut out the compulsions but don't change your desires, judgments, and beliefs, you're going to find yourself constantly being pressured into relapse and developing new compulsions. The further up the system you make changes, the easier it will become to build and maintain great mental health and fitness.